Introduction. Peter Quill is an outlaw who also goes by the name of Star-Lord. He's the only one that calls himself that. However, Peter has a dark past in which he lost his mother at a very young age, and not much long after that he is captured by a group of space pirates called Ravagers. The Ravagers believe in stealing from anyone and everyone, and exploited Peter for how small he was and made him a skilled thief. Eventually, Peter double-crossed the Ravagers, and went after the latest treasure, a mysterious orb. However, along the way, Peter meets some interesting people. First, he meets Gamora, the daughter of the Mad Titan Thanos. She wants the orb for herself to sell to her third buyer. She is a ruthless fighter that earned her a name that many people hate since she is related to the Mad Titan. Then, he meets Rocket and Groot. These two travel the galaxy trying to make a quick buck. Rocket Raccoon is an alien that looks like a raccoon that loves using his blasters to put an end to his enemies. Groot is Rocket's sidekick and muscle, as he is basically a tree that regenerates his limbs and never dies. His only downfall is that Groot can only say 3 words, "I am Groot," specifically. In that order. The last person that he meets is Drax the Destroyer. Ever since Drax lost his family, he has been hunting the galaxy for the person that killed them, and he wants his revenge. He is a skilled fighter, but he lacks one thing: brains. Can this team of misfits protect the orb and figure out exactly what to do with it? Will Ronan the Accuser find them and take the orb and end all humanity? All these questions and more are answered in Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy. Ripe apples. Despite this movie being about a bunch of thieves just wanting to make money, in the end they become heroes. They realize that they need to help protect the galaxy from threats like Ronan. They are seen saving millions of people, and they also are seen sacrificing their lives to protect others. Together, throughout the movie they grow closer to each other until they are like family. They don't want to lose a single member of their group, and by the end of the film we see this bond, as family and friends are important to have. Peter gives a very motivational speech that tells everyone that life sometimes sucks, but you need to keep fighting and not give up when things look bad. He explains he's not going to give up because people's lives are at stake, and the team agrees to fight together, even if it means death, because they are going to do their best to save the galaxy. Rotten apples. We see a lot of violence in this film. People are shot with laser blasts and killed. We also see many explosions. A few people are tossed multiple times. We also see some blood. Groot is cut to pieces with a sword, though this is not gory. We also see a few people get slashed with knives or almost get slashed. We see some fist fights as well. The violence is mostly PG-13, so it is not too extreme. But still something to consider. A few women are seen wearing tops that show cleavage. Peter is shirtless in one scene. We also see a woman show off a lot of skin. We see that Peter brings a girl along with him on his ship, and it is hinted at why she was brought along. Some of Peter's songs have some suggestive themes, but nothing too suggestive. We hear about how the Infinity Stones came into existence, and it is very evolutional how they came to be. The Big Bang is mentioned. We hear a lot of language in this film. The words mostly include ass, damn, and shit, hell. We hear each of these words like 5 to 8 times. We hear a few uses of the Lord's name in vain. Jackass is heard at least once. We hear some name-calling as well. Additional thoughts. If you watched The Avengers, 2012, this film is similar. You could call the Guardians of the Galaxy Space Avengers. They fight to protect the world and don't want the bad guys to win. The plot in this film is very well thought out and crucial to the MCU, as we see the Guardians of the Galaxy and the Orb in many newer movies. I highly recommend you watch this film if you want to be better prepared for future MCU movies. The movie is also fun to watch a group of heroes save the galaxy in a little less serious of a way than the Avengers do, while maintaining a sense of reality. Conclusion. In the end, this film is a fun ride and very important to the MCU. According to many fans, this film is a good adaptation from the comics. I personally enjoyed this film, and I think you will too. Keep in mind the rotten apples when you watch this film, however. Leave a comment below letting us know who your favorite Guardian of the Galaxy is and if you liked this movie. Thanks for reading.